In the midst of renovating our watermill in Portugal, we still have to return to the USA every so often to visit family, the business, and our van. So in this episode, we go our separate ways, showing you how we weather our own storms along the way. Wow. If anything goes wrong, it is my responsibility.
This was an absolute adventure that I didn't expect.
We're Brittany and Drew, two hopeful adventurers who got married and after 8 years of van life, found our dream property and moved across the globe to Portugal, where we're now documenting the journey of transforming this historic watermill into our very first home. Now, let's take in a deep breath and let it out. Let the adventure begin. The view of our watermill from camp. Drew's getting ready to take a shower.
Hello. Shower time.
And I'm going to be monitoring and adjusting the water temps because sometimes it can get extremely hot. It is very touchy. We wanted it about 41. 40, 41? 42? Ooh.
42.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down.
It's very temperamental.
You good in there?
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, good news. This is my little editing studio, which I'll be sharing more of with you in this episode. Drew's actually going to be traveling back to the United States while I stay back here. Every 3 months or so, one of us goes back to visit friends and family, even to pick up things from our sponsors and bring them back here to Europe. But I will be holding down the fort with the kiddies, and I am going to show you what I do on the homestead while I'm here alone. First, I have to upload a whole bunch of footage that we have been filming. So you're gonna see how many different cameras we use, how many memory cards. Are you entertaining yourself in there?
Always a good time to feel clean.
Yeah, it is. It's the best. All right, let me gather all the cameras here. We got footage on Drew's phone, on my phone. Can't forget about the drone. I also have to snag my little card reader here. And Drew's done with this shower now, so I'm gonna turn off the water pump. There we go. And it's time to get to work. So these Crucial drives, not sponsored, but they are my favorite external hard drives. They are so tiny. You see that? Like, so small. It's 4 terabytes of footage. And this one is labeled as 1. And then I use my nail polish. This one's labeled as Crucial number 2. We don't have any more room on 1, but I keep this nearby for old footage. Plug this in, and then I use this little card reader for the GoPro and drone memory cards because those are so tiny. This laptop actually has a built-in card reader for the camera that we're filming on right now. So at some point, I'm gonna have to turn you guys off and upload the footage on there. It's always a little tricky for me to get that off. It's handy to have a nice thumbnail to be able to take out this little tiny SD card right in here. Someone's coming out of the bathroom.
It's warm in that hot box.
I'm actually realizing I'm not uploading footage for this episode. I'm uploading footage for the one before this episode. I have to keep all that straight in my mind. Hey babe, can you take this off for me? I can't open this one. Thank you. Also, whenever we upload the footage, we try and remember to recharge the batteries. A lot goes on at once here. Oop. Well, tricky with one hand. Can she do it?
Somebody said they need a second hand.
What am I gonna do without you? Thanks, babes.
But you're impeding my ability to get to my underwear.
Oh yeah, see, a lot's happening in one tiny space, isn't it? Ooh, we'll be back in a second. All right, we are back in action. Here we go.
Miru, hi.
My little editing buddy.
You happy on the bed up there?
My little buddy. So now that all of these little memory cards have uploaded, I can put them back in the cameras so that we'll be ready to go the next time the inspiration strikes. Uncle Crow. Hey.
Makes all the editing easier. She
does.
loves your little table.
I know. You're the best girl. You're the best girl.
You want to say hi to our audience?
They love the camera. They're like, what is this box that you guys give so much love and attention to?
Okay.
We have frosty fields out there this morning. It's the most frost that we've ever seen. Almost made it through my oatmeal. That helped keep me warm this morning. Fresh oranges. That is the frostiest field so far this morning. You're not fazed at all by all this frost.
No, there's no saying what I'm going to encounter. It might be a winter wonderland when I get up there.
That's right, because Drew isn't only going to Florida, he's also going to Michigan, where I believe the high is lower than the low here.
Yeah,
So wish him luck.
I packed a beanie, but it was very complicated to figure out what to wear and what to pack.
Yeah, you got tropical and not so tropical. Wow, those are beautiful. And with all of these beautiful, tempting treats in front of us, we knew that we were there for one thing, or maybe 6. How many can they fit? Yay! And for anyone who doesn't know what a pastel de nata is, which she so amazingly was able to squeeze 6 of them in here, but it's perfect because you can like sandwich them together so they kiss. They'll keep each other safe and strong on the airplane. Sorry, Mom and Dad, I just touched them all. But right, they're little cream.
Now you're touching mine.
They're cream custard filled, like buttery, flaky goodness.
It's like with an egg souffle. Like there's egg in that custard.
That's true, it's egg custard. It is egg custard, you're right. There's a place in Lisbon that makes them gluten-free, but I have yet to try them, which is kind of crazy. There's the free toll we just went through.
It didn't beep.
Nope.
Saving us money.
Good news. It was hard to catch one of those guys. We've made it to the airport.
Having to pull off layers. Sun's out, and our dash now says 14 degrees, which is like 58? 55?
It is warm now.
Way warmer.
That's a good feeling.
That's crazy.
It's a beautiful day. You're gonna have a beautiful view from the airplane, not a cloud in the sky. I'm gonna miss my buddy.
Oh, miss my buddy.
But I know he'll be back before we know it. Love you.
Love you.
Don't forget the pastel. You have your beanie?
Yeah, I should trade you the keys.
Oh yeah.
Bye.
See you soon. Love you.
Have a good week. Get to enjoy 5 hours in the lounge here.
Glad I brought my running shoes when I dropped Drew off this morning. What a day. Wow. And we're back home. That was a very successful morning. We dropped Drew off at the airport on time, and I went for my first run along Faro Beach, which was gorgeous. Definitely gonna have to add that one to the mix because that was wonderful. Up here in the mountains, most of my runs are like up and down, and that one was flat. So maybe I'm gonna have to squeeze one in when I go to pick him up in a few days. But Anywho, I am feeling a little bit of an energy slump now. It's just after 3:30. I am in need of the sponsor of today's episode, AG1. It's been a while since we shared them as a sponsor of our episode, but nonetheless, we have been enjoying our 1 scoop a day every day for nearly 5 years. It's a research-backed daily health drink that combines a multivitamin, probiotic, and superfoods all in 1 scoop. I sort of tend to stick to the same vegetables that I love and the same recipes that are easy and quick to make. But with AG1, I'm getting the minerals, the vitamins, and the phytonutrients that are all whole food sourced to help me fill any gaps in my diet. It is one of my favorite things that I do for myself every single day. They even have travel packs to make it easy for you to bring AG1 on the go, no matter where your adventure takes you. And right now, by either scanning the QR code on the screen here or by clicking our link below to subscribe, you will save $20 off of your first subscription of AG1. So here's to doing what's best for you so that we can be there for the ones that we love and the projects that we love, you know? Can't finish building this watermill, transforming it into our home, unless we have the energy to keep up with it. The same with editing videos and all of that goodness. So big dreams requires us to stay happy and healthy, and AG1 has got us this far. Cheers.
Here we are.
It's chilly. I was just coming out to take a look at the thermometer here. I've never seen it this cold. Is that you? Is that you? It's you. It's freezing. It's chilly. Their little scratching post. Without Drew here, I had the heater on and the heated blanket on, but right now I am drying out the bed because somehow the heated blanket got turned on the highest setting. Blue is the lowest setting, and somehow it was red. So I woke up in a heavy sweat, just like, what is going on? And I have Drew's slippers to keep my feet warm, along with my down slipper socks. Whenever he's here, he's like, you're always wearing my slippers. So now, no complaints. Kitties. Right? Oh, that's a good spot. That's a good spot. Such a cool girl. Time for coffee and yoga. There's just enough room. You, what is it? Okay, I'm gonna go do some yoga now. We'll stay warm on the bed. Good girl. After sharing a little bit of my self-care morning routine with you guys in our Q&A episode, I just want to reiterate how important it is to take a little bit of time for yourself each day, just to like recenter, figure out where you are internally, like how is your spirit feeling, what is your body needing, what is or is not in alignment with what you know is best for you, and what tiny changes can you make that day, so that you know that the next day when you look back on today, you can feel that much more grateful for who you are, living with integrity and being guided by your virtues. And then that truly makes every day like a beautiful and exciting day, because you know that you can trust yourself to make those decisions that when you look back on, you are so happy to be who you are. So hopefully that speaks to you guys. Anywho, it really helps center me before a day of editing, when I know that I'm just gonna be like, you know, trying to figure my way out of the woods in that sense. I already know that the bright horizon is there. I stared at it in yoga.
Lift your head, open your eyes. Thank you, my beloved phoenixes, for practicing with me.
Thank you guys for practicing with me. Also, my toes are finally feeling some form of sensation. It was pretty tricky trying to do yoga in my sleeping bags, but it can be done. Just want to show you guys, it's now afternoon and it's nearly gone up 30 degrees in temperature and dropped half as much in humidity. This is why when it comes to figuring out what kind of a floor we want to use in the watermill, doing wooden floor actually seems to not be a good idea because of how much the wood will expand and contract, not only in the winter but also in the summer months. And nobody seems to do wooden floors here, so I'm thinking that that must be the reason, just the amount of moisture and the dryness, the heat and the cold that fluctuates in any given day, because it is a blue sky day. I mean, it is gorgeous. Feels crispy like our favorite California days back when we lived in Los Angeles. Sending so much love to LA as everyone tries to recover after the fires right now. Our nights and winters are a lot more wet than Southern California. We had wooden floors when we lived in LA, but I think here at the mill we're gonna have to go either with like stone, ceramic, maybe cork in the bedrooms. I don't know, still undecided. Minu, what are you doing? Just playing with rocks again. Now back to editing the 158 clips that we have, or 106 gigs of footage, which when we ask AI is roughly 176 minutes, which means that I am nowhere near being done with this edit yet. I am still in the trenches, so I'm going to put you guys aside, set up the time lapse, and just dig in for the next few days. And hopefully take breaks in between, because when Drew's not here I can focus a little bit better and hopefully take a little bit more time for me. That's the idea anyway.
Well, good morning, guys. I'm happily in Brittany's childhood bedroom. Sleeping in her bed last night was wonderful, even though it was a very strange set of hours because we're 5 hours ahead in Portugal from the East Coast time here in Florida. But I got my cup of coffee. Her mom was gracious enough last night to pick me up at the airport at 1 a.m. Flight was delayed, and here I am. Her mom used to be a hairdresser, so might as well take advantage of that. And then we're gonna find ourselves driving across the state over to Fort Myers and meet up with my parents this afternoon, where I'll be for the next 5 days.
Look who's calling. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling?
Very confused by this time zone.
I know it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon over here. What time is it for you? Like 9?
Yeah, it's 9 now.
You just woke up a little bit ago?
Exactly.
How was your flight? Did you sleep at all?
2, maybe 3 hours tops. I watched 3 movies.
Yeah, I like force myself to stay awake or else you just struggle. Did you meet the kitty?
I did. The kitty's so sweet.
Oh,
Your Super Bowl shirt on.
I do. It's my editing attire for the day.
I think.
Isn't it funny to see the two of us on this end of the camera?
Oh yeah, isn't that funny?
Oh, you guys are so cute.
Took a photo.
Me too.
Oh
Yeah,
no, nobody
smile.
wants to see this.
Yeah, you're cute. Oh.
So being back here, there's all kinds of goodies I'm discovering, and Brittany prepared something ahead of time for me, and she said I have to open it on camera. All right, let's see what's inside this thing. Trader Joe's dark chocolate peanut butter cups. Love these. Plantain chips. She knows I love this beer. It's called Fin du Mont. It's a Canadian beer and it's super tasty. Thanks, babe. Ooh, an almond butter granola. All the treats that I can't easily pick up in Portugal. So she's got me covered here. Isn't her handwriting so good? Sweet watermill dreams. Dearest babes, Drew. Super sweet, just telling me how much she misses me and wishes she could be here on this trip as well. Aw, I know she's got good company with the kitties back at home, and that's why I want to show you Brittany's mom's new kitty. She's about 6 months old. Her name's Bikini, and she's rolling around on the ground right here, keeping me company. She's only been in the house for like 3 days. Hi, little kitty. Come here, precious thing. You guys see this? She's the cutest little kitty. She's purring like crazy. Say hi to the camera. You're on YouTube. So recently another cat passed away, and this is actually the new good energy that's keeping the other cat that's about 7 years old, Hobie, that sleeps under the bed all the time, company. So 2 makes a pair, makes a match. Life's better together. Yeah, yeah. You agree? You like your friend Hobie? You know what I think? I think our little kitties would be jealous that I'm hanging out with you right now. Okay, on to new adventures. She likes the camera. Yeah. All right, you ready for this?
What are we doing?
We're doing a party in the front and a short mullet in the back.
Party in the front, all business in the back.
Yeah, good times everywhere. All right, let's do this, guys. Ooh, look at that, I'm styling. It's a good look. My wife's gonna be happy to see me looking so fresh. Baby. All right, time to roll.
Boom.
So I'm here with Brittany's mom, and she's gracefully taking me all the way across the state of Florida to be with my parents for the next couple of days. And a lot of you guys have asked questions about the hurricane cleanup and recovery. And it's been 2 years now, and we're passing one of the sites where they separated all the debris out here on Lovers Key Island. And you can see there's still temporary housing. This is where they've put a lot of the raw materials, the steel, the barricades, and sorted all the garbage and rubble over the months after the storm, and even some of the organic material, but none of these piles existed here way before. But as we head up here into the south end of the island, we'll still see some of the tall condominiums that haven't been repaired, things that have been left just untouched since all that damage. Basically that 14 foot of water that was pushed in from the storm surge. And my understanding is there were somewhere about 3,500 homes lost on this entire island in this area. So it's quite a sight to see it 2 years later and what's coming back. I personally haven't been here in over a year, so it'll be good to be back out here, of course. Here's a good example of a house that's being gutted and fixed up and remodeled still. But one of the things is this end of the island still hasn't gotten the attention or the love that the area in which my parents live up here. So there's still just a lot of rubble 2 years later where things haven't even been touched or fixed up. It's feeling like a little bit of a ghost town still.
Yeah.
All the construction crew trucks passing us.
Yeah. Look at this tree's trying to make it come back.
He's trying. I think all new boats brought out here because everything here would have just got slaughtered and pushed away. Same with the shopping plaza, brand new, but vacant.
Oh, that's a Wyndham Garden Hotel.
Yeah, all the debris out there.
Oof.
Even though it's been 2 years, it's still hard to look at the damage done. But it's also extremely reassuring to see the progress being made. And to know that with faith, perseverance, and the help of others, things really do get better.
Yep, no more 7-Eleven there.
This was the 7-Eleven. The amount of force that had to be coming, wow, just blows my mind.
And while it might be hard to see the progress that's been made, it is definitely a lot better than it was before.
So this entire block used to be homes that is no longer homes. Completely wiped off the map right here. along with an RV park that we just passed back there that was 10 acres, could hold 250 campers on it. New concrete structures being built. But what is nice to see is that little rental places for people to enjoy themselves if they're back out here for recreation, spending time at the beach. They're popping up all around, little food eateries. So life is slowly making its way back to the good, enjoyable state it once was. It's just, there's so much construction going on. I asked my mom one day about living out here, and she goes, I live in a massive construction site, which is the truth. I mean, there's all kinds of work crews around, people rebuilding, and it's going to be like that for probably the next while to come.
The color's so pretty.
And we're home.
Hey, Mother.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was nice. I was getting excited at 25 minutes away.
I know.
Like,
Meanwhile, back in Portugal, I was enjoying a peaceful night with the kitties, who were adjusting to all of the extra room in the bed quite happily.
Relax, little Tom.
But whenever Drew's out of town, I find it especially important to take extra good care of myself. On this particular night, I treated myself to smoked salmon with a side of forbidden rice, avocado, and a plate load of steamed asparagus and mushrooms, with lots of garlic. Always garlic, especially when Drew's out of town. This is another easy one-pot meal I enjoy cooking for myself. Broccoli, tofu, mushrooms, shiitake noodles, avocado, and some of my favorite spelt crackers.
You're in Drew's spot. Just want to show you the brilliant water pads that Drew and Nelson made. Look at how amazing they're working. Wow. I mean, that is a serious flow. Wow. Also, look at how much warmer it is when it rains. That's nice, actually. I don't know if you can hear that, but that is the sound of rocks being pushed down the river. I mean, it is raging. Hear that? Sounds like thunder in the water. You can really see here how much it went over our normal spillway. Our neighbor was saying that it was 76 millimeters this morning. And that was like 3 hours ago. I wonder what kind of weather Drew's experiencing right now.
Look at this doggy. Look at that funny doggy. Ooh, he likes the beach. Mom likes the beach.
I like the beach too.
When was the last time you were kiting out here?
3 weeks ago.
All right, get back in your element.
And then that's impressive. So the rains have calmed for the moment, thank goodness. But I want to show you what happens down below the watermill here when we get heavy rains. So, as you can see, we have rushing water here. Here it makes an island of some sort, as well as water that comes down from over here, makes a pond there, and flows down in that area. There's also another waterfall that happens just beyond our little wood pile back there. So really this whole area we don't want to put anything of value in. We just want to make sure that it's optimized for water flow, which it's basically figured itself out over the years. We just have to honor the shape that it's made, you know, and the pathways that the water flow here. I want to say that the tubes that go from up here to there to down and under and flow back to the stream are working wonderfully. You're rolling around in the mud. I'm gonna be so dirty.
Bye, Mr. Louie. Bye. It's a good boy. All right, guys, I'm headed out. I'm going from sunny, warm Florida where it's like 70 degrees out and headed to chilly, cold Michigan. Can't believe it's showing when I look at my phone 4 degrees there. It said bitterly cold on the forecast. So I'm in for it. Gotta race to the airport now. See you in Michigan.
Secure your carry-on items and put your armrests at resting position. Finally, take a moment to remove the safety information card in your seat pocket.
Can you see that? We just stepped off the plane and I can see my breath. It is so cold in here. Look at these piles of snow. I didn't expect snow out here on the ground when I arrived. Something we don't get back in Portugal. One of the really nice features about this vehicle, it's got heated steering wheel, heated seats, and it was pre-warmed because it had just been dropped off at the airport parking when I picked it up. How nice.
I'm editing the kitties while the kitties watch me edit, and while I talk to Drew. Meow.
Meow.
Oh,
Meow.
okay, no.
She was excited on the first round, then you grabbed the camera.
I know, she's like, I can't perform.
Let me tell you a little bit about my morning. It went like this. Doggy's got the sweater on. All right, Skip, what are we doing?
We're doing a cold plunge.
Cold plunge? There's frost on my socks out here. We just went to an early morning hot Pilates class. By the way, guys, it's like 6 degrees out here right now. What do you think about this?
This is gonna be cold.
We getting in at the same time?
I don't think we're gonna
Look at you steaming. Skip built this hot plunge. Oh my god. Oh my god. If any of you ladies out there in Toledo, Ohio looking for a good guy to date, Skip's an eligible bachelor. You can come join him in the cold plunge. Like seriously, there's snow on the ground right now. I watched him put this together in the summer, and he's been using it weekly pretty much since.
Yeah.
But right now, when it's this cold out, holy heck, dude. How am I gonna get in it? I'm freezing right now.
Yeah, this is cold.
What's the goal here? How long?
I don't know. How long's it been? I didn't start my watch. Okay, your turn.
Dude. How the heck? Oh my gosh.
How you feeling?
Not good. Woke up the fever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 more seconds. 5, 4,
10, 9,
3,
8,
7,
7, 6.
4, 3, 2. And everybody said, "Woo! Lightweight, baby!" Smash that like button, guys. We're gonna have to get Brittany in one of these soon enough. Coming to Toledo, coming to Florida right now. This was an absolute adventure that I didn't expect. Going from the beach, dude, my feet just stuck to the cement.
Sticking. That's what I was
Holy heck.
Yeah.
All right, we're cutting this tape.
We gotta go.
Whoa. Coming at you from behind the scenes in my little editing studio over here. I just gotta say, my jaw was dropped the whole time watching Drew and Skipper go in that cold plunge. Props to those two, because that did not look easy. Something else that seemed overwhelming before getting started was figuring out how I was gonna edit all of the footage that I had before me when Drew left. And now that he's about to return, I can happily say that I was able to edit about 2.5 episodes since he's been gone. And something else that I wanted to show you is how beautiful the water clears up when the rain stops. Remember how muddy that all looked? So clear now. And look at the lagoon. I don't know if you're able to tell, but the water overflow here, like, it is so much wider and so much deeper. It used to just be like a cute little fairy waterfall, and that water flow really like pushed some of the rocks that we placed here just down the stream, out of the way, and made for a much deeper stream, I guess. Wild. I'm usually pretty confident being here on my own, but whenever we have heavy rainstorms like that, it always makes me a little bit nervous, because I know then that if anything goes wrong, it is my responsibility. We did have Nelson show up earlier this morning just to help us like move some of the rocks, or I guess help me move some of the rocks and some of the earth that had fallen in the gutter again. So we are so lucky to have Nelson in our lives. I do feel watched over, like I'm not completely alone, I do have to say that. But still, heavy rains like that, it basically feels like I'm living on a dock, you know, and instead of a boat, I got a camper. Anywho, I'm very grateful that Drew comes back today. So what do you say? Let's go pick him up.
All right, I just finished my day up here at the radiology office that I've been remotely managing for going on 10 years this year. And now I'm headed off to see our beloved Sprinter van. Things hopefully aren't frozen, and she starts right up. Oh, Spirit, you're looking so fine. Hello from Spirit, guys. Look at our beautiful van. I only had a few minutes to pop up here and take her for a spin, pump up the tires, and I gotta get to the airport real soon. See you guys later. Oop, something's rolling around back there. I think the toilet just slid out.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you. Have a good day. Here we go. A day full of flights. I actually got 4 flights. Detroit to Philadelphia, Philadelphia to Miami, Miami to Lisbon, Lisbon to Faro. And then my lady will be there to pick me up.
So for me, success is a feeling, and it's when my purpose is activated. So
Look who's here.
Can I get a pickup?
course. 3 layovers and 4 plane rides later.
Almost 30 hours since I left Detroit.
I'm glad you're home. Well, I'm gonna help him put all of the luggage in. I feel like it rounds off an episode nicely when we are reunited by the end. So thanks for keeping me company, and we'll see you in the next one. You guys are the best. Did you bring back a lot of stuff?
A few things, some useful tools, you know.
Some vanilla coffee?
Skip gave me some extra tools that'll be handy around the property, so that was a nice gift.
That's great.
Nice to be back.
Yeah, I missed you.
As I was coming out through baggage claim, they were like, "What's in your bags?" The customs guys. I was like, "Tools for the house, equipment. I live here." He's like, "Not for building, right?" "Nope, just sports equipment."
Yeah, sports tools.
Let me through. Okay.
Good morning. And we have Drew reviewing our latest episode that was probably the last one that just went live.
I'm in the hot seat as the editor this morning.
That's right. You are the final review. Very important job.
Stamp of approval.
And right now, this is my job.